All right, family Black Power. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all rocking with the general, man. We got the most fire commentary, an analyst, what I'm talking about. On the conflict over there in Iran. You see what I'm saying? Analysis. I'm talking about analyst. Analysis on the planet, family, over the Iranian conflict, United States, Iran, the Israelis. Before we get started, I want you to get on over there to Patreon, get that work. We got over 600 exclusive live streams that you cannot view nowhere else on the planet. Okay, and for all the newcomers, we got 6 new ones today. Not today, this week for you. So make sure you get on over there and get that work. All right, Iran tried to break through the blockade uh today. Unsuccessful. They were unsuccessful in doing this. And what this shows is that the regime is becoming seriously desperate. They're becoming seriously desperate to get some paper. Maybe they was testing the US resolve. Let's see if they, if they bout it. And they blew a big ass hole in the side of the damn ship where the engine room was located, and brought it to a complete halt. Okay, and they boarded the ship. So right there, that showing proved that who's running the Strait of Hormuz. Well, I tell you what, the Iranians probably stopping most of the ships from coming. Well, they coming in and out. Yeah, coming in and out. But most definitely, the Iranians is not coming out their damn self. They've been suffocated, so they in there too. And so to see, whether the United States was gonna fire their ass up or not, they found out they got an answer. If they questioned that fact, they got an answer for it. So they are trapped. They are trapped behind the Strait of Hormuz themselves. Thank you, family. They are themselves trapped behind the Straits of Hormuz, and this is clear that they desperate at this point. Now, if they already desperate on Sunday, you already know what it's gonna be like in 3, 4, 5 days. It's gonna start piling the pressure. People gonna start missing checks. You know what I'm saying? The elite gonna start to hoard the wealth. The elite gonna start hoarding the wealth, and then the ones at the bottom gonna get disgruntled because they gonna get the missing checks and things of that nature. Everybody not gonna get paid. And when motherfuckers are not getting paid, they ain't gonna be and they got families and shit, they ain't gonna be willing to put their life on the line, and they ain't getting paid. And they most definitely ain't gonna put their life on the line for a regime that they don't feel that's gonna stay in power. That's just a fact. You're not about to fight because number one, can I run this down? Yeah, can I run this down to you? You cannot fight a war. First and foremost, you got to have your factories running, because you got to produce more missiles. You see, because when they get down to the get down, you see what I'm saying? They in there on you. When they gonna run in there on you. It ain't gonna be where they're gonna run in there on you. You see what I'm saying? So you think that you're gonna be able. The only reason they've been able to launch now is because ain't nobody on the ground. When they get in there on the ground, they're gonna dismantle that. You're gonna have to worry about who on the ground. And people talking about this asymmetrical warfare and all that. That's what they're gonna put on their ass, because they're gonna put them special forces on. You see what I'm saying? And they just gonna get to dropping out the damn air on their ass. You see, especially at dark. Oh man, when it get dark, oh my God, You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be in there like night crawlers and shit. You see, and they're gonna wreak havoc on them. And so, uh, it's quite obvious that you know the money is most definitely hurting Iran, and the best answer for them is to go on and take that deal. Go on in there, go on and take that damn deal. And I'm just being real. That goddamn uranium ain't worth what the fuck. How long you gonna lose the paper? You might as well go and get to rebuilding your goddamn country. But the regime don't give a goddamn about the people. They more worried about, excuse me, staying in power. That's what they worried about. They not worried about the average man, woman, and child on in the streets. They're not worried about that. That's obvious when you bring your men, when you bring the women and children to surround a nuclear plant that they didn't mark, you understand, to be destroyed, and you're gonna bring women and children to surround as if that's gonna stop them from bombing the damn the power plant. That's just not gonna happen. And so that show you that they're willing to sacrifice and their children and sacrifice the women, not of the regime or the common man and woman. And so this is where it's hard because they haven't been able to overthrow the regime. But that's why so many of them was knocked off, because a lot of people was willing to tell on their ass. How in the hell you get 60 of your goddamn leaders knocked off? Somebody in there talking. A lot of people in there talking for that many people because they got to pinpoint where they at. I ain't never seen a decapitation like that in history, where you can knock off damn near 60 of the top leaders. I mean, goddamn, you ain't got no security force. And people keep talking about Iran is different. Iran can't even goddamn protect its own goddamn leaders. How in the hell? That's your first job. That's your first goddamn job, is to protect the government. You see what I'm saying? You supposed to, even in the government, like in the United States, if it's a nuclear attack, the government supposed to go underground. You see what I'm saying? They supposed to go under goddamn ground and shit and continue to operate the nation and shit underground. You ain't even got no goddamn government. You know what I'm saying? Then you got another one. They knocked that one off. Like, goddamn, didn't you learn anything from the first one? You got one administration knocked off, and then they put another one in. They blocking. How they blocking your messages? I see you. Yeah, they don't want to talk about that. That's what I said about the Pope. The Pope's so worried about, what Donald Trump said, about blowing that motherfucker up, but ain't nobody talking about how many people's over there Iran is whacking. So ain't nobody talking about that. So, but it's a secret connection between them Catholics and them damn Muslims anyway. They set that shit up. And so, on the quiet tip, they created the Catholics and them created damn Islam. They got their hand in creating it. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people say, to get rid of to get rid of the Jew. That's what they said, because they was responsible for killing Jesus and things of that nature. You see, and so that's why this one guy was showing this one video, like in Muslim in Muslim countries, you would see a Catholic church right across the street. They don't even mess with it. You know what I'm saying? So them Catholics and them damn Muslims got a secret relationship. Yeah, but anyway, it's getting down to the get down. I'm thinking, man, Wednesday gonna be it. Wednesday is gonna show. I don't think they're gonna extend it no longer. I don't think they're going. It would be against, at that point it's gonna be on. I doubt very seriously if they extend it any longer. If the United States is extend it any longer, they're gonna be bringing some more troops in there. But I doubt very seriously if they give them any more time, because if you're gonna get on their head, just going to get on their head. Don't let them breathe. Just continuous, and stay on their damn head. You understand? And make and that's the best way to do it. No more ceasefires, and if they, you know what I'm saying, and the only way they could come from up under the bombardment and bombing, you gonna have to already have the goddamn uranium on the goddamn shoreline ready to be picked up. If you ain't got it on the shoreline ready to be picked up, there will be no ceasing in the bombing. Period. That's just what it is. And they saying that they about to put some real shit in. They ain't even, yeah. They say Taco, I tell you what, if he is, I tell you what, go on over there and just go to Bradford, go on over there and get you an Airbnb, bro. That's all you had to do. And then just go on over there. If you believe, are you comfortable over here, Bradford? Bradford is, yeah, in the comfortability over here, but he ain't gonna go over there where they winning at. Bradford, I want you to be a winner. Go on over there, Bradford. I want you to be a winner, bro. Go on over there to Tehran. I'm trying to tell you. Say the new warship ain't even there yet. Say it ain't even there. Man, they about to, I seen how many goddamn ships they got in that motherfucker now. It's still, it lines up the whole goddamn, man, can't nobody get through over there. Man, they got so many ships out there in that motherfucker. In what is it? The Gulf of Oman. Man, they got so many goddamn ships out there. It's goddamn pathetic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What the hell you talking about? Now you double talking. You double talking. Well, you dishonoring your goddamn ancestors then. Now you want to talk about, did you earn the right for me to live? But you talking about some motherfucker over there. Yeah, you understand? If they bled and died over here, what the fuck? Now you double talking, nigga. Now you sounding stupid. Now you sounding stupid, nigga. Now you sounding stupid. Now I got to cut you now. Cause I thought you backpedaling now. But that's what I was talking about. But you rooting for a motherfucker to come and blow up some shit that your ancestors bled and died to build. Oh, okay. You so damn that's shameful, man. That's shameful. I ain't gonna say no more, Bradford. You just shamed yourself when you did that. But all you had to do is keep talking. Sooner or later, you gonna say some crazy shit. I said, let me let Bradford go on and talk. And you didn't talk yourself right into a trick bag that you can't get out of. But anyway, the blockade is most definitely on. The blockade is most definitely on, and they feeling the pain of not getting that paper, and a lot of checks ain't gonna get cut. This week, and it's gonna be some it's gonna be some mutiny on that ship over there. It's gonna be some mutiny. So y'all stay tuned, family. And people saying that they saying that Trump is okay. Yeah, okay. We'll see. Well, it's a war. That's what they have an army for. I know you don't want to. That's what an army is for. It's for war. You understand? But anyway, family, I'll see y'all in a minute. I'm gonna come black in a couple of hours or so, and y'all stay tuned. Get over there to Patreon. Black Power.